There it is. Hello, Dark Story Moon. Hello, Mickey. Oh boy. I think you can hear me. Just take my hoodie off now. Ugh. My wife wants me to move into the office so that she doesn't, so she can have the free range of the TV that's next to my computer because there's no other reasonable place to put it. Which is respectable. Time. I could be in 20 seconds. Streamer, where's my content? Where is it? I'll give you some more time with the music. I know it's pretty good. I also know that some of you are probably jamming out to it. I gotta take a drink anyway. It's Monday. Who gives a shit? Fucking nobody. Nobody cares. Come on, dance, clown. In a minute. Oh man, what are we doing? Dead Space, video games, something like that. We can do that. That sounds good to me. Let's do it. Let's get ready. Let's get ready. What if I were to have this song playing the entire time? Or just any of the soundtrack, honestly. Like, it would be worth it. TBH, LOL. What a way to go out. Nobody cares, streamer. Give us content. You got it. The customer is always pogged and rizzed up, as they say. This is probably going to be the last Dead Space. From me. I'm sure other people are on the platform are going to be playing it in perpetuity. We're still trying to escape. Literally one necromorph got onto a rescue military vessel and killed everyone on board because they are bad. They are bad and they should feel bad. We're looking for a battery of some description, it appears. I'm opening the door. I'm going inside. I don't members where the battery could be. South. Is it really taking me back that way? But where's the battery? Already off to a good start. There's some stuff back here that I probably need anyway. Yeah, like I missed some goodies. We already have more money than we'll ever know what to do with. We already have more ammo than we'll ever know what to do with. Okay. We have more medicine than we ever know what to do with. You guys remember this, right? The Goop Lords. The Goopmen. So now that I've made my way through functionally the entirety of Dead Space. How do I feel about it? I played the original about 800,000 times, as we've gone over previously on this here platform. Did I just come in through a different way? Don't read into that. That's not what I mean. I did. Please. Please. So after having played the original about 800 million times, and after playing the remake exactly once in real time on your screen at this present moment, I think that's a faithful remake. I think that the original Dead Space held up just enough that a remake didn't necessarily need to be made, but I am thankful for it. And that it gives me an excuse to play through, there it is, to play through Dead Space yet again, except this time just prettier, with some really minor differences, like adjusted story beats, a director that is an AI director that's in the background doing things that keep things semi-unpredictable. I mean, I'm a gamer, right? So like I know what's gonna happen basically all the time. I know when the game is gonna decide to be shitty and when it's not going to, about 80 to 90% of the uptime. It just, okay, we're loading something. I just hitched. For example, I see an item that is across the room. I know that there is a 90%. Woo! Woo! I know that there's a 90% chance that I'm gonna turn around and the violinist is gonna start going ape shit on his whatever it is that violinists use tubas, I think. And Mr. Jenkins is gonna be like, ooh, blah, 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 blah. Make noises with his stupid mouth. Destroy Tendril and Deluxe headquarters, or quarters rather. There is some variation on the types, like the general pacing, like what you are technically doing. The general story beats are still there, are still intact. But what you do during said story beats varies a little bit. Occasionally you will go back through an area only for there to be new monsters or something present. And that's kind of cute. It's kind of kawaii, as the cool kids say in their street vernacular. We have a new emote. Oh my god, how exciting is that? You can see it at the bottom of your screen in real time. Give me some of that contact energy, baby. It's a direct result of that animated emote poll when I was like Mr. Bezos, and his extreme kindness and generosity provided me a whole ass extra animated slot. You remember, that was like 2 weeks ago. And you guys did not do what I expected you to do, which was either lickies or noblewoman laughing emote, because there's already Dino Dance. It's very hard to outdo Dino Dance. The best that you can hope for as far as Dino Dance goes is achieving parity with it. It truly is the most emote of our times. Where is it? Where's the ball? There's a ball here. Show me the ball. Hopeless humor. Kawaii, as the whippersnappers referred to it as. Yeah, right before they start orange justicing aggressively. There's a ball here. Do you see the alien ball? Dora? I don't know if I care enough to find the ball. I don't think we need any more resources. We don't. We have like 50 contact energy. 2 whole ass clips worth of the max upgraded pulse rifle, and we don't need any more resources. I'm just gonna keep going. I'm not an achievement hunter. I'm just in it to... I'm in it for the biscuit, baby. I want to go rescue my totally not dead girlfriend. Make out with her totally not dead mouth. Go home, make some totally not undead kids. And then just fucking live out my life in a perpetual state of sleep paralysis demons because I experienced bodily horrors of every imagination. Daniels is dead. Hammond is dead. Chen is dead. Who the hell is Shen? Apparently he's like a pivotal character. The kids these days and their Riz and flossing. Yeah, dude. Fucking sick of it. Like, just put down the avocado toast for like 2 seconds, dude. Put down the avocado toast. Nope. Stop. We take out all the legs, and then we control the situation. The contact laser is so fucking strong. And I didn't respect it before. That was a major mistake on my part.
Quarantine lifted.
And it evidently has a whole other aspect to it. It has like a Kamehameha mode. And I just never think to use it because it just liquefies whatever is at the opposite end of it in about 2 seconds. I'm looking for the last body. Subject is totally not dead. Paralysis demons, avocado toast is millennial. Don't do me like this. I don't know. All the lines are fucking blurring together in real time. We wake up. We go to Pizza Hut. We put on our cap. We ask the 8,000th customer if they want napkins or utensils. It's all the same, man.
What are you doing, Stefano?
I knew it, dude. I knew it. I could feel it. I could feel it in my bones. There's gonna be a varmint. Kill enemies with the contact beams. You always look around your shoulder, man. And the reason why I brought up Pizza Hut specifically is because I was shocked that... Oh my god, there's somebody still alive. I went to go get my big New Yorker pizza, which was supposed to be and advertised to have pepperoni, like loads and loads of pepperoni on it. You good, ma'am? It looks like you can really muscle your way out of a situation. Can't show that on YouTube. Woo! She just ate a big, big sandwich. No. 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 I went to go get my big New Yorker pepperoni pizza, which if you're not familiar with what a New Yorker pizza is, much less a big New Yorker pizza, it is a larger than normal variant of a New Yorker pizza, which is itself a larger variant of a conventional large pizza. And I made no changes to the order, and I got just a really big cheese pizza. And it's fine. I just get it for like the caloric content and the atmospherics, the visual audio mouthfeel of the cheese pizza, right? I don't really care ultimately what's on it. It's all going to the same place. Anyway, that's not the point. My point is I went to the front. I already paid online, so there wasn't any kind of like longer than normal interaction or anything like that. And what shot? This dude's not dead. Fuck off. See my first rodeo, dude. What's behind me, huh? No? That's shocking. The guy made eye contact with me, and typically when you do this, when you make eye contact with people in the wild, it triggers their fight or flight response. Understandably, because we're all just trying to, it's corporate America. We're all just trying to make it day by day. Fake it till we make it, because we're all embarrassed millionaires, right? Stop. And I could and for like a second he snapped into this. I'm gonna try to be like I'm just gonna try to pretend as though everything is normal in life. And I respected that hugely, and there was like understanding there. It's just for like 1 second, for 1 second, I was like, maybe everything is fine, and I snapped out of it. He was like, do you want napkins or plates? And I'm like, no, thank you. And we had a moment. We had a cute moment. It was very cute. You had to be there though. Hey Mint. Hey Miki. Hey Boa. Thank you for shouting out each other. Really appreciate it.
Shift. How are you?
My mother, she's
Octavia?
Oh my god, it's my wife.
Stoic is a Sigma, grinds at Alpha Chad, the most bossing streamer in all
Don't shout me out, Og. You deserve to be shouted out, though.
Rizzler.
You can resist all you want on your own stream. Here, you have no power.
the church. They took the bodies before I could.
Well, yeah, I finally looked at you the way that you finally make eye contact with me. I'm at the bottom left part of your screen, in case you missed me. Franny, specifically. Hello, Ultimate Scrub Lords. Welcome in.
Stop it. Just stop talking.
We're making eye contact with our completely not dead wife through the monitor at the moment.
You said she was herself again. You said she would be better at home.
What? What resolution are these screens?
God.
Those are whole pixels.
She was better.
What is this, like 100 by 80?
You told me to leave for the
100 by 60? 60 by 100, because it do be wide on the second vector. I was getting on pizza left beef on my pizzas. On a totally unrelated note, I am banned from all the local pizza establishments. So is my bloodline for 3 generations.
Oh God, no. Not her too.
Oh my god, the monitors were broken the whole time. That's crazy.
She wanted to talk.
Sorry.
I can make it right.
Sorry
I can save us both.
about everything.
The emotional pacing, I know that I'm not exactly helping by talking over it the whole time and talking about like the the fact I got a big New Yorker pizza without any pepperoni on it. But the emotional pacing is real weird in the remake, for sure. Like they do try to build up weirdly largely the relationship that you have with one of your initial crew members. I don't even know what I grabbed. I wasn't paying attention. Shen. Like Shen is like a pivotal character in the entirety of this story, and you talk to him directly maybe once. I think he says exactly 1 or 2 lines in the entire thing. I'm gonna take this with me. It makes me feel more comfortable. Where? Nowhere. There's no route. There's no route anywhere. I'm supposed to go in that room. Understood. Say no more, queen. Never refuse plates, some extra calories. I thought I was the only one that consumed the utensils also, in addition to everything else that's directly in front of me and everyone around me. I kind of get into this weird headspace where I feel obligated to just consume everything around me in like a 180-degree radius after I started. Huh. That's kind of cool. I guess that's one way to get a leg up on your competition. You get it. I have so much stuff that I can't possibly fit more gold into my backpack. I can't possibly fit more gold in there. Hey, Rackney. How you doing, buddy? I looked at us. These videos were taken on Game Boy Advance. They're trying their best. Found my father's ZX Spectrum today. What is that? Is this some kind of sex thing? Resuming content consumption. Content. Merch. Here, I'll do it. Here you go. Where does it want me to go? I go in the room that it wants me to go in. And then it tells me nothing. What am I supposed to do without my big green flashing arrow? All I know is Call of Duty. Is it because I haven't opened up the other door? Is that the reason why? Nope, that's lights? Okay, that's probably why I didn't activate it. Confused by that. We carry things around us. I feel like it would be disrespectful to the dead if I do this. So that's why I didn't do this. That's why I didn't do exactly what I'm doing right now. Because I feel like it would be inappropriate. It would be inappropriate to this person's memory if I did exactly this. Like if I made them do like a meat spin on camera. If you don't know what meat spin is, you know, any percent speed run to making a person feel old. You guys remember Rage comics? We should bring those back. Just take me back in time. What does it want? What does it want? Destroy Tendril and Deluxe Quarters. So I need to look for a ball here. There's a ball blocking the door. Somewhere here. Is this it? Is that the... Is this the ball to open the ballroom? Okay, there we go. It is, evidently. Goofy. You always check your sides, dude, because you know there's going to be a dude here. Nope. There's always going to be dudes. You never know when there's not going to be dudes. All right, time for flaming. I'm not even worried really about the amount of damage that we're taking. I should be. That should be a principal concern for me. But we're gonna escape and then I'm gonna look at chat. Okay, never mind. I'm sure it wants me to go somewhere cool. But where? Through here? Say no more. No! Please. I beg of thee. I beg of thee. I am stuck. I am literally stuck. I can't move. Excuse me? Did I make it invincible accidentally? I may have. Let's just go through. We don't have to fight. We're doing a pacifist run. This is Undertale. Spoilers for possibly like a 9-year-old game by this point. Did you know that Undertale came out the same time that Bloodborne did? Not literally at the same time, but functionally at the same time. That's wild to think about, huh? Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy how things can happen over a period of time? In roughly adjacent or neighboring order. Alright, somebody's talking about something on screen. You got the whole squad laughing. It's an 80s microcomputer. Why does everyone think it's a sex thing? Because it sounds like lube is where my mind went. I know it probably was not lube. But it does sound like if you put Spectrum on anything, it's gonna sound inherently sexual, I believe. There's no way around it. I wish it didn't be like that, but it do. I typed the first Rafflecopter. Fun fact. Oh my god, you're fucking royalty, dude. We should bring it all back, dude. All your base belong to us. You remember that? Pepperidge Farm remembers.
Security card required.
This is, I believe, where we start learning about unitology and how Tom Cruise fits into all this. What you got going on here, huh? Infidels. I ain't reading all that. I'm sorry that happened, and or congratulations. I ain't reading all that. Oh, Step Bro, you're stuck. How do you compare the remake to the original? I started talking about that, and then I got completely sidetracked, which I know is an extreme rarity on this channel. I think that they did a good job making the game look pretty. I don't think that Dead Space necessarily needed a remake in the same way that I don't think that Last of Us necessarily needed a remake yet. I think that whatever, you know, bean counters or mathematicians or whatever you want to preface them as being said, it seems like there's a renewed interest in scary games because of Resident Evil 7. So we should like probably try to capitalize on that. We own this IP. It's stuck to my face, therefore I cannot do my flamethrower. We own this IP that we butchered the original studio in order to obtain. We should probably do something with it while people still cared about horror games, or at least pretend to. We could probably get some extra spending cash out of it. I think that they did, like, they haven't reinvented the wheel as far as like the story beats or anything like that goes. Fuck off. I know your game. I'm not stupid. I've been around, dude. I know how this goes. So the pacing is fine. They changed the way that some things pan out exactly, but Isaac is going to go from point A to point B in the exact same way. He's just going to take increasingly weird ventures in order to do so. I think the expanded voice acting is good. I think that the enemy design is fucking amazing. If you're not familiar, the Dead Space remake, which you're experiencing in real time, living vicariously through me, or maybe not. Maybe you're just trying to make it like on a moment-to-moment basis, which is like a big mood for me. Is that they added... Sorry, there's a ball in here. No. They added a modular flesh system. Of course, dude. Of course it'd be a fucking arena.
Hazardous anomaly detected. Quarantine activated.
Please hold. I'll finish my thought in a moment, I'm sure. Oh, I need to go for the heads, dude. That's right. Just give me a second. just give me a second. Give me a moment. I'll be with chat in a moment. Just give me a second. Give me a second. Give me a second. Just please wait. Please wait. Okay. So they did two things that genuinely impressed me so far with this. That has continually impressed me the whole time through. One, they added like a modular flesh system, which means that when you hit an enemy on any part of their body, oh, it spins. It's not amazing. Interstellar.mp4. Bits of flesh come off. Like they get meaty. If you have something like the pulse rifle's grenade launcher, it blows all the flesh off, so it's literally just like the viscera clinging to the bone. And it looks like super gross and super fucked up, which for this game is awesome. The second thing that they did was that they revitalized the AI director. If you don't know what that means, if you are familiar with Left 4 Dead 2, they have a director that is supposed to be watching to see how long it's been since you've been messed with the overall status of the group, or in this case, just Isaac, and it sends stuff at you. There's a thing under there. You see it? Hawkeyes. What this game does is that it makes it less predictable. If you try to revisit areas in order to open doors that you weren't able to before because of like expanded keycard capabilities, it spawns new enemies, or there will be an enemy that's just lying on the ground that you didn't see there before but you think is just a normal corpse, or you turn around and there's going to be something bursting out of the vents suddenly. Things like that. The two great additions. I don't know if they're necessarily worth the remake, but I've enjoyed it. Let me scroll up on chat a little bit. You're going to lose sound because it's not true full screen borderless. Undertale mod is crazy, so true. I thought Undertale was 2015. Bloodborne was 2014. According to Twitch, which you should just take for granted, Bloodborne was 2015. No, it was YouTube I'm thinking about. Wow, it's almost like everything happens at the same time. Wait, that sounds like lube. Fuck, you got me. The autism spectrum. Oh, I'm on the spectrum. I feel like I missed something. Do you know how shocked I was when Oppenheimer said I am Death Destroyer of Worlds? Literally almost left the theater. I was laughing so hard. Chat, how is Stoics VTuber looking tonight? I would check when my eyes would get drawn away. He's very still. Thank you, Bo. You the best. Flesh system. The fuck is that, a Mogus emote? Huh? What the butt? Oh, a piece of candy. The more you know. Holy shit, it's fucking Samaritan. Nobody fucking move. Nobody move. You're gonna scare him. Hi, Samaritan. Hi. What are you doing? What are you thinking about? Welcome to my stream. Oh my god, you guys don't understand. Oh my god, he fucking waved at me. I'm gonna jizz. I mean, I can't say that. I can't say that on YouTube. This is a family-friendly channel. And if you're confused what I mean by YouTube, we're simulcasting to both YouTube and Twitch right now. So like, if you can bear with it and you want to find mercy on my soul, go to YouTube and subscribe to me there so I can hit an arbitrary 500 subscribers so that people that care to support me on that platform have the opportunity to do so.
Remember we spoke on the valley.
If you're real, let me in. I need to destroy that cluster behind you.
Not yet. Escape on that shuttle and you'll kill us all.
What do you mean?
When they took the marker from Aegis 7, it woke the being at the core of the planet.
Oh my god. It's a varmint. Am I loud? I'll lower it very slightly.
The hell is that?
I'm like right next to the mic, so it makes sense. That would be a little bit louder than normal. Wait, I'm gonna scrub the pace for no YouTube ads. Hold up, I'm jumping to the superior platform.
If we leave while
You do you. As long as you're happy, Hopeless, that's ultimately all I care about.
even a single net
This is just one big social engineering thing for me. Because you see that the master... I know that he's talking about something. I don't give a shit.
it would return the beast.
The end goal
So
of
the
this
return of Marker
stream
Aegis 7.
is to try to progressively get bigger and bigger so that I can then have a chance to make a moderately large psychological impact for the better on somebody that may not have been here had I not gotten progressively larger up to that point, up to that extent. That's what I'm doing here, dude. So if it's on YouTube or Twitch, I don't give enough. Me? Oh my gosh, love buns. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. That does make me feel good. Presuming you were saying me in response to the words that came out of my mouth. So there's a big bad alien. We gotta go spank him. That's what we gotta do. That's what we've always been here to do, baby. She was only a voice at first. You can read it on your own time. It's basically building up my dead wife. Oh, sorry. It's not confirmed that she's dead. My totally not dead wife is like the voice of like the marker or some shit. And but she's also like not. She's like from the marker, like in communion with it, but like I'm like the chosen one, or something like that. You make me happy. Aw, thanks. You make me happy too. I don't know if I've ever said these words out loud to you, Love Buns slash Nikki, whichever you would prefer me to call you. But it always puts a big old smile on my face when I see your extremely well animated videos on anything. Twitter is primarily where I see them most. How many nodes do I have? I didn't even look because I was just thinking about your videos. Spoilers, unfollow, unsubscribe. Gerchie, did you ever get through that game that was bugged the last time I saw that you were playing it? You said that it was an older game. I unfortunately forget what. I forget what the name of it was. We have 3 nodes. We're basically to the end. I ain't touching the plasma cutter. It can have an exclamation point all day long. I don't respect the plasma cutter. If you're a plasma cutter enjoyer, you're gonna have a bad time here. I guess you could just like clamp your hands over your ears if you're not using headphones for some godforsaken reason. I don't use the Ripper. I love the pulse rifle, even though it's just bad. It's not a good weapon. It's the only military themed weapon in the game that isn't like a repurposed engineering or mining tool. But that's why I like it. I upgraded it to pretty much the maximum amount that it could be because of the lore. Now things are too strong. Things are too strong and too quick, generally speaking, for me to get any real mileage out of the pulse rifle. The pulse rifle is... We're just going to keep going. I guess we could spend the nodes, dude. I don't know what to spend them on. I would only ever spend them on damage. Maybe the contact beam laser. I don't know. The suit, maybe? No, the suit has all the upgrades that I can feasibly give it right now. Pulse rifle doesn't need any more anything, really. Greatly increases fuel capacity. That doesn't help me. Firewalls burn for much longer. Enemies don't stay in the firewall long enough as it is, so that doesn't matter. Line gun greatly increases laser trap damage. It can do laser traps. Contact beam. I guess we just upgrade the secondary fire damage. That seems fine. Sure. Fuck it. Send it. He's trying to affect the zeitgeist, the socio-cultural zeitgeist even. Tetrabot, 3 streams in, probably 1 more needed. It wasn't bugged much. Restarting the level fixed it. Well, here's the thing, is that you're too powerful for any video game that you play. Literally no puzzle game stands a chance against you. Before I forget, because I have like 2 seconds of mileage before my brain like hard dumps whatever I'm gonna start talking about. Do you like jigsaw puzzles, Gerchie? Like IRL, do you enjoy jigsaw puzzles? My wife lives and breathes jigsaw puzzles. In fact, she loves jigsaw puzzles so much that I got her a 1,000-piece challenge puzzle, which was, and you can't make this up, which was all one color. No variation, no texture. It wasn't a picture or anything. It was just one color. And it was a spiral shape. So there is no reasonable way to determine... there's no reasonable way for you to determine where each individual part started or didn't. No. Why are they red? Just because of the marker? I'm trying to talk to my community right now. Can you please stop being rude for like 2 seconds?
Quarantine lifted.
Okay, now I have to do that thing that you see on TikTok videos where someone's like, I bet you can't clone me, and then they lick the marker. Which seems to me to be the best idea. The only rational decision in this video game. My wife completed that challenge puzzle in like 2 weeks, if you can believe it. It's one of those things that's supposed to take like a month. Stoic, I'm gonna send you a few links you might find useful. Yes, please. Opius Candy, the more you know. I only use about 3 to 4 weapons in this game. That's really all the mileage that you need. You're only ever really going to be rotating between 4 different weapons as is. They also changed it up slightly, where in the original Dead Space, and I played the game so much that I didn't look this up, I could tell why the game was doing different things the way that it was doing things, which is a hell of a sentence that just came out of my mouth in real time. In the original Dead Space, the game would only give you ammo according to what weapons you were holding. So if you weren't holding the plasma cutter, it wasn't going to give you plasma cutter ammo. In the remake, it gives you ammo for everything. Not a ton. It seems like it has some sort of weighted preference in the background. That's definitely what I meant to grab. Thank you. We're going to put that right there because the game never gives you anything for no reason. Give this to me. And as soon as I had the option to put the plasma cutter in the box, I did. And if you can believe it, I swapped it out for like the pulse rifle pretty much immediately. I like cats. Ooh, I almost kicked a fucking explosive. Spicy meatball. Lots of explosives here. We're just gonna keep all of them next to us. Here, give me this. Give me this. This is definitely a boss room. There's no way around it. I know the plasma cutter is good. I know that it is an extremely unpopular opinion not to respect the plasma cutter. But I will defend myself in the court of public opinion. The reason why I don't like the plasma cutter, or don't respect it, I think it's fine. I think it's like the Weenie Hut Jr. No, that's not true. That's not a good way of saying it. It's fine. It's just a weapon. It's reliable. It's not sexy, but it does exactly what it's supposed to. It's not going to turn any heads, but, you know, you don't necessarily need to unless you're love buns, in which case you turn heads literally all the time. God, fucking smooth, dude. That just came to me like it. Where did that come from, huh? NRP, I put my hands on my own hips. Jeez. Yeah, no, this definitely isn't suspicious, all this shit here. Hi, Tia. I'm gonna shout you out. Shout out, Tia Varia. There it is. The ones that are too hard for me, I don't play on stream. I do them with my mother sometimes when I visit. I don't think I would stream it, though. You should get her to play Banjo-Kazooie. I think she would enjoy that. It is very difficult for me to sufficiently convince my wife to play anything specific, because she will decide. And this is not me slighting her or how she enjoys video games. Whether she enjoys video games is completely her prerogative. I'm not trying to convert her into like a video game enjoyer, like a mainline video game enjoyer like I am. In fact, it's probably better for her mental if she does not descend to those levels of depravity and become like, imagine like a fucking streamer. Gag me with a spoon. But she will decide within about 5 minutes at most if she likes the game or not. And me testing this, and what I'm going to give you is a very spicy opinion, so brace accordingly. I got her Stardew Valley, and I would talk to her sometimes about Harvest Moon or Story of Seasons, and why I enjoy those games. Just like relaxed, laid back, borderline visual audio ASMR type experiences. And she would be like, I don't think I would enjoy that. And then I thought to myself, well, she likes The Sims, and Stardew Valley is extremely customizable. She'll probably get into it. And I worked at GameStop at the time, and I was like, okay, I got you Stardew Valley on sale, $10. Just give it a chance. You're gonna want to reject it at first, but just bear with me. Just give it some. Really, I can't leave. All right. Just give it a chance. It's not gonna seem like it's your thing at first, just because there's like a build-up period to it. But after, give it like, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes, maybe even 20 minutes, because it takes like an hour to really start being allowed to make your own mistakes and stuff like that. Can you please hold still for a moment? Everybody! Stop. I need to come over here to grab my implements. Okay, that really badly hurt me. Where? That was kind of cool. Wasn't that cool, chat? Didn't I seem very cool in that moment? Probably. You see how bad the pulse rifle is in this situation? It's not good. Like it's cute and I like using it, but it's not really effective. And in these situations where all the varmints are... Am I supposed to be doing something? Kill the hunter. Oh, I'm supposed to... This is how I'm supposed to do it. That's right. Okay. I understand. Say no more. I'm supposed to put the hunter behind the jet. I get it. Behind the shuttle. I will look at chat in a moment, I promise. I have not abandoned you. I just need to do one big loop, and that should take care of it. And I guess use the 8,000 medkits I've stockpiled along the way. Give this to me. And then what I need to do is just like that. And we're gonna go into this room here. He's presumably gonna be... There he is. Look at that. Stood up and everything for the occasion. Wow. Stoic truly is a gamer.
Stoic is a Sigma, grinds at Alpha Chad, the most bossing streamer in all Tino Tap, and a true Rizzler.
Anyway, like I was saying, there's no bars command. Just like I'm never gonna be playing Dead Space 3 with you. I'm just gonna rip off the Band-Aid in front of a live studio audience. Anyway, like I was saying before I was really interrupted. Come on. Before I was really interrupted, my wife played Stardew Valley for about 5 minutes and then was like... I almost doxed myself just then. Said Stoic because she calls me Stoic, right? Because that's, you know, kind of like my sick-ass IRL code name. She said, Stoic, I hate this. Now, conversely, you would think that that would also apply to Animal Crossing. Both Animal Crossing on the Switch and Animal Crossing on the 3DS. It didn't. She fucking lived and breathed Animal Crossing. You would also think that that probably applies to Dragon Quest Builders. It didn't. She fucking inhaled Dragon Quest Builders. I would like my contact beam, please. It's not the contact beam, but I'll take it. It's fine. It does a reasonable amount of damage. I would like my contact beam, though. May I have my contact beam? There it is. And she played the ever-loving shit out of Dragon Quest Builders 1 and 2. Which I was proud of her, dude. She got all the way. She got all the way in Dragon Quest Builders 1 to the end boss without needing any help at all. Which for her, who does not regularly consume anything more advanced than like Candy Crush or Minesweeper or Sudoku, that's a pretty big achievement. And the final boss of Dragon Quest Builders is more difficult than you would expect.
That guy's lost it. He killed the cat.
What? Wait a minute. There's activity in my YouTube chat. Oh my God, Cheese. Hello, my friend. Oh wait, I forgot my Twitch and YouTube are different. I'm hopeless. Hello, that's a noble goal. I always aim for maximum confusion. Neither me nor anyone else understand what I'm doing. Zeitgeist is a very good word. Much smart. Did someone accidentally said you oops only mine's moon again? Also, does Lethal Company look different? Keck W, it does. They came out with like a high fidelity patch, kind of like the Skyrim like Master Edition or Revengeance Edition or whatever the fuck we're on now. Gagman the Spoon is 2007 again. You've abandoned me, Pepe Hands. She's the lone YouTube watcher. Is this a remake from Dead Space? It is, yes. And it's totally fine. It's borderline cute. It is okay. Voice acting is good. The pacing is good. The changes that they made to the whole experience are good. The story leaves a little bit to be desired. Atmospherically, it's amazing, but the story itself does suffer a little bit, in that it tries even harder than the original did to make you care about Shen. Nobody gives a shit about Shen unless you're like the number one like Shen enjoyer, like you're wearing like the number one Shen enjoyer shirt. In chat, I apologize for insulting you so grievously.
Flight deck tram control.
Sorry it took me like 15 minutes to recognize that people that were in my YouTube chat. The lion's share of my community TM is on Twitch, so you're gonna have to forgive me. There's even a meme on that front.
Mr. Clark.
The very first person that ever said anything to me ever in my YouTube chat, I ignored for 50 minutes because I didn't expect anything to appear in my OBS window. And his name was Raymond Ray. And I don't think that he understood that because I acknowledged and felt so bad that somebody actually took the chance to pay attention to me for any number of minutes when I've been simulcasting to like a new platform. I made him into a demigod. I devoted an entire stream just to him. And there's even a redeem on my Twitch chat for my Twitch chat, basically forcing me to worship him up to one time for about like a minute or so every 30 minutes if people have the channel points to accomplish that. You made that avatar for the streams? I commissioned it out. So I went to Fiverr, and there was a person named Max Asada that made it for me. It wasn't cheap. I think that for the quality that I got, it could have been more expensive, but it didn't happen to be.
Danger.
And I'm thankful for that, for sure. Like, chat, you mean the voices? Those aren't real? Well, yeah, I hear all sorts of shit all the time.
Emergency. Internal hull breaches detected.
Mostly when my wife is away on work conferences, because that's when all the sleep paralysis demons come out.
Welcome to the bonfire, unkindled one.
Oh my goodness, thank you so much for the sub to Pizza Aziza. Gerchi. I greatly appreciate it. Aziza, enjoy the new dancing emote that I set up. In direct response to the animated poll, the animated emo poll that I set up however long ago. I like it. I like the little dance. It pleases me. It pleases me greatly. You got the stabbies back. Let's go.
Stoic is a chat type sigma blind setting visible.
I wonder if they're gonna try to make Dead Space 2 a thing. I think that the Dead Space remake did well enough in general before or after Game Pass dollars were factored in that they could consider doing it. Whatever studio worked on this did an excellent job. Besides the whole trying to make Shen like a pivotal character when he only has like 1 or 2 voice lines. Like, it's implied heavily that Shen has been part of the crew for like 1,000 years, and like I get that, but we the player have not inhaled Shen vapors for more than maybe like 2 minutes until Shen is like dead, and then they're like, oh no, Shen's gone, and I'm like, oh no, the dude that I knew for approximately 2 minutes, and I have to struggle to remember what his voice sounds like. We got Pang. That's a cute reference. And I remember where you would get that original statue too. What are we doing here? I do feel like the game is aware that at this point I would be basically swimming in things by now, in ammo. And so now it's opting to just like put boss arenas or like enemy arenas around, which is not like the moment-to-moment gameplay. Where is it? The moment-to-moment gameplay is not bad. It's not bad, but like gunplay isn't exactly like a focal point. So it's more like, okay, I want to get to the next story beat, please, and I know that you're gonna drown me in enemies. Like they're just kind of like buying time. Hi, Amanda. Is somebody? Oh, you already shouted. Look at, you're so fucking good. You're so good, Tia. Thank you for doing that. Thank you for shouting her out. I don't even know Dead Space, but Shen is now my favorite. Love a pathetic left behind character, a true plot failure. Love to see it. I want to care about Shen. I want to care about Shen, just like I want to care about my fucking totally not dead, but sort of undead wife who may or may not be like a spiritual extension of this alien artifact that may or may not also be linked to like a giant goop creature, but is not so linked that she is torn away from her past emotional spiritual attachments to Isaac, because Isaac may or may not be like the chosen one or something according to the marker. There's a lot of connective tissue there for sure. For sure.
Clearance confirmed.
Many of you been stoked. Lol, it's the thing he does. He's like the opera of mods. Oprah Lord. Thanks phone. The opera GX of mods. Hi Stoic, how's it going? It's going good. We're crunching. We're getting crunchy. We're getting frisky. We're getting saucy. We're getting slippery. We're getting squelchy. Chad, how do you feel about me getting one of those squelching things? Like one of those ASMR squelching things? And not even making it a redeem, just like doing it. On a scale of 1, which would be like, that's abhorrently disgusting, please don't, to, you piqued my interest, but now you have my erection. How do you feel about that? I love the flamethrower. Is it effective? No. Is it pretty and I just like watching stuff burn? Yeah. I mean, it's effective in the sense that it's, unlike the pulse rifle, it actually slows shit down. It also seems to have like a bleed through effect. Like these monsters here, they have armor that you can't shoot through. Jeez, don't you hate it when you're raising a baddie online and then it turns out she's just a human form of an alien creature that may or may not be alive? That not even a shred of alienacy to spare? I think you and I are going to become fast friends, if only by virtue of you calling it an alienacy. Okay, this is definitely it. Stop. What is happening? What is... Stop. I don't even know what the objective of the moment is. I mean, I know it's supposed to kill the thing that has like the big... Like it just... It's... The babies, dude. The babies have had enough. This? Is this what you want? What? Oh, it's supposed to... It's like a tower defense thing. Oh. Oh, I get it. Oh. I'm supposed to let the little baby through. I understand. Okay, demon, you're a demon. Look, maybe it's not even alien, alive alienacy. I passed the acting English portion with the perfect score. Man, I know words good. This for like just please hold. Can you?
Obstruction on cargo rails.
Can you do that for me? What is it blocked by now? Oh, the goop. I see. Is that the goop that it wants me to get rid of? I do not remember being made mod here, so you are now dubbed the Oprah of mods.
Warning.
So there's a rule undergirding, which is a word that I'm not sure exists, but that's apparently what my brain fed me, so let's roll with it. Which is, if I trust you to make not, like, I don't even know how to preface it properly. If I trust you to just, like, be adjusted, not even well adjusted, but that I enjoy your presence, I trust that you're not going to become immediately consumed with an all pervasive desire for bloodshed, right? We're just gonna throw that down. Stop. Nope. Then you get a green sword. I want you to have the option of taking life if you so desire. Wow, am I actually gonna have to get through all my fire ammo? It's honestly pretty shocking. Especially when I'm just getting fired up. Isn't that right? Isn't that right, Chad? Blue's tower defense, the alien upgrade has, is the kids busting it down. Can't be consumed with an all-pervasive desire for bloodshed when you're the embodiment of all-consuming desire for bloodshed. This game does make you feel like that. This might actually be the first and last time that I use the laser trap secondary on this. Like, I have it upgraded so much that I should have been using it the whole time, but I see the line gun as what the plasma cutter should be, or what the plasma cutter aspires to be. How are we looking on anything? We've used up all 8,000 of my medkits. I love that for me. We in some type of hentai now? There's an unbelievable assortment, varieties, lengths, and girths of tentacles in this. So if you're a tentacle enjoyer, and you also like to splice it up with a little bit of horror on occasion just to keep you on your toes, or you, man, I don't know. Maybe there's a market for horror hentai, probably. I mean, that I'm apparently being reminded that there's a, it wasn't a hentai necessarily, but it did have coitus in it. And I forget what it was called. Ninja Scroll? Is that it? Something about like a demon? Something about like a demon that was like a spider lady that shot spider webs out of her crotch. I don't know what one that is. It's not Ninja Scroll. Mwahaha, I found Stoics' little dance, dude. I knew that you would. You're enterprising. You're crafty. You got street smarts, kid. With my help, you might even be the best. Always have been. If you're kicking enough, I have made it. Welcome, Nova. Okay, good. He's been shouted out. Thank you, Tia, for doing that. Also, Tia, if you want to break from like being like the best person on the entire planet, which I know is a difficult prospect for you, you can let any of the other 800,000 mods do it if you would like to. Absolutely not stopping you in any way, shape, or form. Just saying. Don't ever feel obligated that you have to do something. Because ultimately, this is my rodeo, right?
Emergency. Deck evacuation protocols.
That's the first time. First time for everything. Coming over here. I think that what we did is that we're going to put the marker on a ship, and then we're going to take the ship back down to the planet that we're orbiting. Either bury it or explode it. And then we have to fight the Alpha Goop Lord. Is what we're looking at, I think. Should I go back over there and cause problems as the only non-mod so that they get enrichment in their enclosures? No, they have many different forms of varieties of stimulus, for sure. Like I could do this. That keeps them sated for like another 10-15 seconds or so. Do I want to go to the bathroom? don't know if I've been in this bathroom before. Might need to mark my territory a little bit. A lot of mods here that have no idea how to mod. I'm talking about me. None of us know what we're doing. We're all just trying to do a series of educated guesses from the time that we wake up to the time that we go to bed. Some of us just appear more confident than others, and typically those people, even though they know just about as much about what to do in any given situation as the people that are beside them, they just appear to know what's going on. Which is me. I'm basically describing me. 70% of leadership actions or positions are occupied by people that are just trying to appear confident. And then they get accidental experiences in... Like, this is what I'm talking about. It's been a non-stop gauntlet. I get that it's towards the last half of the game and that it's trying to put you on the back foot. I understand. I respect that. Oh, it's these guys, right? Like the super ones. I'm done playing around. Stop. The one thing I don't need any more of is pulse ammo. Would I invest so heavily into pulse ammo? That was a good fucking firewall. That's a pat on the back from me. From me. That was cost effective, man. I'm on fire. Woo! Great place to poke around and learn then. I see my girlfriend has power in here now. Your girlfriend has power regardless. I don't think that you understand, or maybe you do understand, and you just, because of like an ancient blood pact that you formed with her some however many hundreds of years ago. She's actually just like an eldritch being who seems to be incorrigibly cute and nice, but is really just waiting until we all collectively lower our guard. And then she starts to doom counter. I've seen it. I've seen it in the dream. Confidence is key. Lie, there are no consequences. Saying you're the Lord. Revolt. Goop kid is afraid to leave his goop. Honestly, I know how much of a help it is when somebody does it in my stream. They have no problem doing it here if I'm paying enough attention. Well, you're doing a great job.
Mr. Clark, your colleague's safely on board.
My name is Kendra Daniels.
My name is Kendra
Bringing
Daniels.
the shuttle in now.
Oh, do we get to leave? Hell yeah. We get to go home. And go back to the Winchester, get a plane, wait for all this to blow over.
Isaac, we can't run the automated loading controls.
Oh my god. Can these people fucking do anything for themselves? I love the words you're using. Incorrigible, great word. You can thank whatever part of my brain just kind of like just projectile vomits words into the front of me. In front of my mouth, that is. I'm just kind of like, I'm just playing the video game, and then I just let my brain take the reins, and then I have to basically trust it not to say anything too out there, for sure, of which there's no guarantee that it's ever going to stay tame forever. I do a lot of delegation of the AI generation chip in my brain. The amount of times I've used large words in streamer's chat and they just blank stare, I have to explain this more than I'd like to admit. This is a nice change of pace. Good.
Entering zero gravity.
Indubitably. So what do you want? You want me to stick something in something? What are we looking at? Reposition the marker. Oh, that's what this is for. Okay. I've been debating streaming, Rackney, even though you and I haven't known each other very long. If you find any value in my opinion or suggestions whatsoever, not necessarily now, but at any point in the future, ask me any questions that you have. Exclamation point socials, and you will see my Discord. Just DM me. Ask me whatever questions that you might have. I will answer them probably within the same 24-hour period. I will not leave you hanging. I am not an expert. I've been doing this for about 10 months, the first 7 of which I've had to fight tooth and nail with my ISP, so there's definitely a lot of lost legwork there. But I do know stuff. Is this gonna kill me if I don't move away fast enough? I do know things, for example, like how to avoid making 8,000 browser sources when only really 2 or 3 will do, which is gonna help with some of the bandwidth, for sure. What? No. Being captain, only have level 1 access. Lamau, ADHD has been mostly run down, so it's not hard to sit still, or it's not hard to sit still right now. I sometimes have to go and look up a word I used to make sure that you actually use correctly, and it's so weird. I have no idea how to access that file though, because it's almost always correct. Ala ala. We want dead wife alien Nussie. What do we want? Yeah. So I told myself at the very beginning of my streamer journey, after my quote-unquote debut, as the VTubers like to say it, that once I hit financial parity with the amount of investment to like becoming carbon neutral. What am I saying? I don't even know if these are actually like words I should be using in this order. Let me start over. Let me start over. In the beginning, when I invested the amount that I did into the stream, I was like, once I get to a point where, ooh, it's Jerry. Once I get to a point where I have earned back the amount that I've invested, so I'm like, I'm at 0 cost now. Like I've earned back from like subscriptions and donations and bits and sponsors and whatever, that I am now back to square one in terms of cost. I will then decide whether to continue streaming. Whether, you know, and decide whether or not I am doing this just as like a hobby or as like a long-term thing, or if I want to take it another year and do like another round of investments, which, spoiler alert, is where we're at right now. See this cheeky motherfucker here? Stop. 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 Ew, stop! I do not regret it, is what I've been trying to say for like the last 5 minutes. Even despite the truly staggering ISP problems that I've had, I don't regret it at all. I know it's not zero, like it's not in the vacuum of space. I know that's just zero gravity. Did not expect to actually be able to use my flamethrower in here. There probably would have been cheaper ways for me to approach streaming for the first time. And by probably, I mean literally. I mean actually, there would have been much cheaper ways for me to start. I don't regret approaching it the way that I had, or investing what I had, because I had a very particular vision, TM, to what I wanted my character to look like, how I wanted my overlay to be framed or look, how I wanted my overlays to look, and so on and so forth. But had I been aware of all the options available to me, I may have approached it in a bit of a more cheap way. AKA going like the PNG tuber route. Or finding like one of the 8 million free range models that you can find on like Etsy or Coffee or Booth for around $30 to $50. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that, with using a PNG tuber or a just like a general use, commercial use model. There's no shame in that whatsoever. Once I get to a point where it's, oh Gary, at least it's gone better for you than my friends. They both started getting hella scammed at first. So now I'm gonna annoy them. I think that I got in at the absolute correct time. Before AI generation stuff really got insane. It started proliferating like crazy. I started... Oh my god! Fucking Daniels! No, Hammond! Oh wait, no, that's not Hammond. Wait, maybe Hammond's on the ship. This is scientist number 2, Kine, I think his name was. Oh man, that sucks. Ooh, I'm sorry. Sorry, man.
You are blessed with
that
a
sucks.
myriad of souls.
Rush Round, thank you so much for rating into me.
Sorry, Isaac.
I greatly appreciate you. This is our first time meeting, but I feel like if anything were to happen to you, I would destroy everything around me and then myself. Thank you for shouting out, Rush. Not sure why I didn't take there for a second. Daniels is talking about something about who gives a shit. She's a traitor. Spoiler alert. There it goes. I don't know why it took so long.
Very old mess. I told you and Hammond that Aegis 7 was off limits.
She has ulterior motives.
Government experiment.
Always has been.
The marker? This
Relationship, friendship with Isaac ended.
it was built by human
New friendship with Marker started. Marker is my new best friend now.
a few hundred years ago. Even
We
God
can.
didn't
There's
pick up
commercial
on it.
purposes to driving everyone insane
They
and
found
turning
the
them into
first
alien
marker
body
as a
horrors.
crater on Earth. That
This
one.
guy's Mr. Bezos'
real.
daughter.
Alien.
I'm just kidding.
And
I'm just kidding. I'm not. I don't mean to say that about my indirect employer.
People studied
Just started
it
Dead
and
Space for the
reverse
first time
engineered
today.
this red marker.
If you are so willing, what are your
They needed
impressions on
someone to
it?
test
Aegis 7.
I am an avid, or have been in the past, an avid consumer of Dead Space and Dead Space related content.
thought
I
the
think
old
it's been
reports were
fine.
just hysteria,
I think it's fun.
until I saw
I'm being run through about 800,000 enemy gauntlets at the moment, which was in the original Dead Space. I do remember that. But at this point in the whole procedure, I'm ready to just go kill like the alpha goop monster. I'm ready.
Damn it, we have to return the marker.
I don't think I'll ever get to that point, but it's all good. I think you should continue. Just do it as a hobby. It becomes no fun if it becomes your job, I think. Well, that's the thing, is that for me, this is the beginning. And by this, I mean streaming in general. Streaming in general for me is me exercising a promise that I made to myself almost a full-on decade ago. If not a full-on decade, if not 11 years ago, which was, I am going to try to learn this life philosophy, this virtual philosophy that I've been practicing for however long. I'm going to try to teach other people who have been in my position where life could have been more difficult, but wasn't exactly easy. And yet, had somebody told me about this stuff that I practice now, I might have been able to avoid untold amounts and varieties and textures of suffering and desolation and emotional oppression. And so this is me paying my dues. I was basically rescued from continuing in the state that I was, which was being constantly under siege by my emotions or any number of events either happening to me or around me. And so here I am. I originally was going to start writing, and I have written. I used to write all the time in order to help myself get through any number of difficult and borderline, if not fucked up situations. But it's very difficult, very, very difficult to become a writer. Not impossible, but you have to go through a whole song and dance, a cornucopia of unfortunate situations as like freelancing and basically doing virtually under minimum wage type work in order to build up enough material to get a portfolio to get out there, and then maybe after long-term grueling experiences have a book publisher, like a big publisher, acknowledge you and everything that comes from that. And up until this point, I did struggle with writing for the sake of writing, because so much of my writing is reactionary. And when I say reactionary, I mean I've always written in response to something. I've always written in preparation for some presumably fucked up situation that I'm going to be going into or having to deal with. Ranging from this one time in band camp where I had to try to break up with my girlfriend or something, and me trying to make sure that I acted in a way that was not that was adjusted, that was well adjusted as I could be given the situation, that sort of thing. Or when I was working as like a personal carrier, there's my not dead girlfriend, there she is. I knew I'd find you. Where the heck have you been? So writing, basically TLDR, which I should have given you in the beginning, it wasn't really a thing for me. I was not prolific enough writing in order to come up with books quickly enough, and I wasn't circumstantially prepared. I didn't foresee myself being in a position to be prepared to do what I needed to do in order to produce enough volume and do enough writing generalized things in order to become considered for a book. I did have an opportunity to write a book for basically a content mill, because Stoicism is more popular than you would think. It's almost like, you know, the world is falling apart and we're just trying to each take a bite of the poop sandwich while there's still a bite to be had. But I didn't really enjoy the thought of being like given like a blank check, and then no matter how well the book did, I just wouldn't see anything from it ever again. Like, you get X amount of dollars, my motto, I'm playing what I want and having fun doing it. You get X amount of dollars, and then we get literally everything that happens ever after that, in perpetuity forever. And if I was gonna give my soul to a book like that, I would like to have some sort of like long-term feedback, financial support from that, so it wasn't a good fit for me. But I got real close. Hey y'all, I'm using you as a body double while I do things, Monster Hunt. Oh my god, it's Wolfers. We have royalty in the chat. Hello, Slay Queen. You seem fun. Thanks, you do too. I'm heading to bed. I'm too EP tonight. Have a good one to everyone. I love you, Stug. Love you too, man. Sleep tight. Good night, Tia. Thank you for donating, Flisklet, to the Hot Tub 4 streaming live channel. I'm going to be streaming on live TV. Shout out, Flisklet. Wonderful person. What am I doing? Oh, we're still getting cutscened. Oh, let's see. It's why you're so eloquent. It all makes sense now. I thank you for the compliment. Only people I knew that spoke like you do are my friends that write fanfiction, but I don't know how to compare you in that normie way. Bandcamp, what instrument did you play? The quest to Alien Nazi finally complete. So I say that like that one time in Bandcamp, but it's because I'm borrowing that phrase from somewhere. I don't remember. I probably saw a movie or a show once where they said that, and I thought it was funny, and so it's become permanently part of my vernacular forever. The only instrument that I've ever touched in any meaningful way, and I'm using the word meaningful quite jokingly there, was when I was playing the recorder, and playing isn't even the right word for it. I went ape shit on the recorder. I went crazy on the recorder. I did not use the recorder in any remotely appropriate way. What are you asking me to do? What is this? You just want me to leave? We're gonna go home together? I unfortunately have no musical skill whatsoever. And that's okay. I've made my peace that I am not on this planet in order to produce anything but whatever amounts of sound I'm making right now. Stop. Stop. Get some help. American Pie, something like that. Yep, American Pie. Thank you. I appreciate it. I knew there was something like that. What happened to Bandcamp was such a meme, like 2014, which whenever I was in the middle of Bandcamp, we were all so awful about it. Only thing that happened to me at Bandcamp was getting an ambulance ride halfway through and breaking a tone. Fun time for the cheese community. It frickin' sounds like that. I've never broken anything in my life, and I'm probably gonna do my best to try to avoid that. I did have a broken PVC pipe launched at me like a ancient Roman javelin, or pilum, and if the person had made good contact, I would be fucking dead. I would not be streaming in front of you right now. I would be in the ground. I basically deflected it like a badass TM asterisk with my knuckle. It was from the time when I was in a Christian private school, the same one that we've discussed before on this channel, where I got expelled from it because I was accused of being Satan. More on that at 11. And I remember being outside with people that I thought that were my friends at the time, which most of them were, except one. One of them changed allegiances immediately when I picked up a Nerf dart from the ground. Just an abandoned Nerf dart. It wasn't shot from anywhere that I could see. It didn't belong to anyone. It was covered in dirt. It was very clearly abandoned. I picked it up and I tore it. And when I tore it, you're about to leave the Ishimura. Any side active missions will be abandoned. That's fine. I'm ready. Just send it. We're going to be completing this today. Or tonight, for sure. Yeah, we still have a good amount of time in our normal streaming period. Oh man, I picked up the Nerf dart, and just for context, we would pick up these PVC pipes that were abandoned behind the building because there was a lot of construction that was going on recently, and we were just kids, right? So we had no respect for property, and we would just break PVC pipes as like a decompression activity because there was nothing else to do.
This isn't how I imagined.
And while I was messing with the Nerf dart at the time, the person I thought was my friend picked up a broken PVC pipe, screamed, "That's not yours," and then launched it at me like a javelin. And I can only assume that I deflected the javelin with my knuckle, like the bone in my knuckle.
Are you afraid?
And I felt nothing. At any part of the exchange, I felt no pain whatsoever. The only indication that something was wrong was when I looked at my friends' faces after the javelin was thrown at me, and they were in horror. They looked as though, like, I thought that they were just shocked that the guy did it, that the kid did that, which, granted, yeah, what the fuck, right? And then they were looking at a certain part of my body. They were looking at my arm, and I looked down, and my hand was hemorrhaging blood from the knuckle. And I remember thinking to myself, that's interesting. What's going on there? That's weird. That sure is a lot of my own blood that's coming out of me. Then the principal comes rushing out, and she's like, I used to be a nurse. And I went to the hospital, got stitched up. The kid was, I assume, expelled. And then afterward, I was just mostly pissed that I couldn't use my right hand to play video games for about 3 weeks. Thankfully, there was no nerve damage whatsoever. Let me scroll up in YouTube chat for a second. Breaking a toe, broken many things, had many medical concerns, and know many things. I saw you deflect the javelin, thought your ultra slick moves were beyond the human realm, that you were an amalgamation of the devil and sin incarnate. My sly ass would have sued the thrower for an attempt on your life. I'm all about getting that bag. The only thing that occurred to me, which has been like a through line in my life, is that this kid in particular that did this thing to me was not popular in school. So I knew for a fact that if I had told people what happened to me, that he basically attacked me, virtually unprompted, that he was never going, that he was going to be trolled into oblivion, that he was going to become a pariah forever, that there was going to be no turning back for him. And I lied. When people asked me what it was that happened, I told them I fell. It wasn't a good lie, because, you know, how are you going to grievously injure yourself by falling in that way, even if you fall on like a particularly sharp rock? But, you know, when nature ran its course and he was expelled, it was sometime afterward that I told the truth, and I was like, yeah, he attacked me, but I knew that if I said the truth, that he was gonna get torn apart every day. It's just that crazy quote. It's from 1999, 25 years going strong. Why must you feel me old? The unrelenting march of time is gonna claim us all. Because I'm getting old, so you're taking me with you. You're only as old as you feel. I'm taking everyone with me. Back in my day, you would be charged a rewind fee at Blockbuster, and you had to drop the movie into the tape drop. Be kind, rewind. We had a little car looking rewinder at one point. I just found my Nintendo Super Mario Duck Hunt cartridge. Well, found it yesterday. I already lost another box. I have no idea what happened to mine. I kept 90% all of my consoles and games with no idea for that area. Games, NES, where you make hard, quick air blow. Yes.
We don't have long before all that rock falls. How do we do this?
We return the marker to its pedestal. The loading track
Normally she pops her head in
excavation site.
at least once a stream. I do recommend to you to check out somebody called The NES Spa. TheNESPA. Wonderful person. If you enjoy that area of video games, NES specifically, and she does Game Boy stuff from what I've seen, she's a great one to watch. Has an infectious laugh, constantly positive. Just overall, a grade A piece of personality meat. Oh, there it is. How are we doing? How are we doing on meds? None. The answer is none. We have no meds. That's fine. Are we doing this? Are we going home? What are we doing here, Nicole? I knew you were kinky, but really trying to like revive like an ancient alien evil? Kind of excessive, don't you think? Where? Restore power to shutter. I knew it did. Stop. Relax. Enough. Get some help, Jesus.
We combine them, but there's a dead space in that signal. Around the marker itself.
The marker reshapes us. It recombines us.
They can't stay in it for long.
My totally not dead girlfriend really needs to work on her Riz techniques.
The marker's pulse will be felt across the planet.
That's where I have a hang up. I'm all for forgiveness, but if there's beyond a reasonable doubt that the person won't relapse again, if I think they haven't learned a lesson, then the thing is that I wasn't exactly firing on all cylinders as far as my ability to tell what the given correct thing to do in a situation is. I, much like other kids my age at the time, were just guessing, like hard guessing, not even educated guessing. Just a combination of randomly firing neurons and like really loosely grafted together pieces of like ideas of what being a moral citizen is. That's constantly shifting according to whatever the last movie that we saw was. I think there's something for keeping the Peng statue on us. I'm not concerned. I just want to... I'm ready to just get through the video game. Is it worth getting the suit for 60,000? No, it's not. I'm just going to spend it all on meds anyway, because that's what's actually going to help me survive, not the... I can either have 5% more armor, 5% more damage reduction, or I can live functionally forever. It's not exactly a difficult decision for me. There we go. I think that's good enough. We'll sell the oxygen. We're not really gonna use it. Anything else that we really care about here? Maybe a stasis pack to be cute. Probably. He's really nice, very energetic and enthusiastic and nice. That was really weird. My thing was acting up for a second there. So let's talk about the future of the channel. Now that we started talking about it like 45 minutes ago, something to that effect. I've decided that I'm gonna keep streaming. I have never felt tired of it. I always look forward to it. When I'm not streaming, I think about streaming. I still have the current very long-term objective of hitting a point where I'm not doing this full time because I want to make sure that I stay realistic, unless, you know, I make what is referred to in the biz as a break, where some, I don't know, like I get fucking raided by Northern Lion, and on account of me suddenly having 9,000 viewers, people assume that because I have 9,000 viewers, that means that I'm more worth watching, even though it's just like a freak situation, than somebody that may not have hit 9,000 viewers at that right place at that right time. I just want to get part-time status. If I can reach a point where I'm doing this about half of what would be me giving half of my life to a corporate entity of some description, which I'm doing that. I would be doing that through Twitch, right? But I would be doing something that I would prefer to be doing. Then that's great. I would be glad for that. I would be okay with that for a long time. In lieu of that, I wanted there to be more clarity in what it is that you're actually contributing towards when you subscribe to me, or donate, or give bits, or whatever. Which is why, at the top of your screen, you may or may not have noticed that there are different goals that I have put up. I don't know if they're going to stay looking like that. I don't know if I'm going to move that to the bottom. I don't know if it's going to change the graphic completely. I'm just kind of feeling it out on like a stream-by-stream basis. But ideally, I would like you to see a short-term goal, a medium-term goal, and a long-term goal. Currently, the short-term goal is just a subscription a day. I do not expect that. I couldn't expect that. It would be irrational. It would be insane for me to be like, yeah, are you a broke boy? This is my $30 bag of cookies. If you can't afford it, just say so. If I ever start acting like that, just fucking put me down, dude. You do what you do what you have to do in order to disconnect me at that point. Please. Please do me like that. Don't let me go on the platform anymore if I start acting like that. Okay, I have shot it into him. Is there something on my left? I don't know. There could be. There is something there, though, for sure, directly in front of me. I'm supposed to be doing something other than what's happening right now. For sure.
What are you doing, step bro?
Well, what? What am I supposed to be doing? Transport the marker through the supply depot. I don't think that they're going to be infinitely respawning, but there is a risk of that. Just give me goodies, please. Thank you. I might actually be getting more resources than I expect. that I could be just putting shit down range, which would be a very funny thought for sure. But there is something I'm supposed to be doing that is not necessarily this, and I do not remember what it is. I'm supposed to be guiding the marker through this general area. I'll look at chat in a moment. But the medium-term goal is going to be things like equipment upgrades, so that you have a sense, you have an idea of what it is that I'm ultimately trying to accomplish with the channel, what I'm working on next or working toward next, along with a significant medical, something that will significantly change your perception of the channel, how you experience the content in all capitalization points. Oh, it's just coasting. I just need to survive. Okay. And that would be like a Model 2.0.
by day.
where
My friends
I would commission out
body bags.
a substantial change to my model. I plan on VTubing for the foreseeable future. I'm gonna rip off the band-aid, I'm gonna lower the veneer, I'm gonna take off the mask. Not literally, because I can't do that with this model. And I'm gonna say I'm not married to being a VTuber forever. I do enjoy it. I like it. I'm not doing it to hide in any respect. I'm not concerned about my identity, so to speak. Nothing like that. If you've been on the channel long enough, you know my reasons. My hyper-specific reasons for choosing to be a VTuber on the outset. But I do like it. I like the freedom of expression that it gives me, that it can make me turn into like a anime character. It's cool. It's a cool thing. It's cool that it's even possible. And you know me, I love being cool. Let me check YouTube chat for a second. Unbeknownst to me, back in my high school days, I was apparently like a queen bee that people were afraid of, but I was just mentally ill and didn't realize some people were inside thoughts. I like that, having the goals and being grounded in reality about them. I really appreciate that. And Awful X, I would constantly talk about lofty goals, but then like did jack shit to accomplish it. You're a very nice change of pace. I appreciate it. Cheese. Thank you for telling me those sweet, sweet lies to my face about me being like a very nice change of pace, not literally everything else that you've been saying to me. All right, kind of blacked out for a second. The Nestbot is streaming right now, apparently. Just absolutely worth following. Absolutely worth paying attention to if you enjoy just like passive dopamine generation. Something that's a little bit more relaxed. I don't know. I've been told that I'm cozy. I had 3 different people on 3 separate occasions tell me that I'm cozy and or wholesome. Honey, you got a big storm coming? I can see it sometimes. For sure. Where am I meant to go? What am I supposed to do? Over here. The door is next to me. That's where I'm supposed to go. Understood. I'm en route. So after the webcam upgrade, which you would think possibly, I don't know. It probably sounds strange to somebody that's not familiar with VTubing, why a VTuber would need a better webcam. It is true that just having a webcam 30 frames per second and maybe like 1280 by 720 resolution will do you justice for a long time. It is a nicety to be able to have something that does 1080p. Am I supposed to be doing something else in this room? That does 1080p, 60 frames per second, because the resolution helps. Oh, I'm supposed to be just moving this around. I'm supposed to be escorting this. I apparently just killed every motherfucker in the room just to do it. Ballin', for sure. We ball here. The resolution helps the webcam understand what you look like, the borders of your face, the different focal points of it. So having higher resolution makes the tracking more accurate. The frames per second helps it keep up with changes in what the webcam is seeing. So having an HD idea of your face and being able to track it well at the same time will make it more fluid. Which, because we have caveman brains, means that that you will feel like I'm more naturally moving around. That I'm moving around in a way that makes instinctive sense to you. If not done well, it can be uncanny valley. If done well, it can really enhance the believability of the model, which being able to talk to a living cartoon is just a fucking cool idea. I heard you're a robot now? Who told you this?
The marker won't move. We're losing time.
Somebody should clip that and play it back to him in the years to come when success has gone to his head. Yeah, you need to bring me the fuck back down. You need to bring me down. You need to take me out now. while I'm still in my good graces, in my own opinion of myself.
Please hurry.
While I am still here, while I am still me, you need to put me down. You went to great length to make a man wearing a mask emotive. I think I did a pretty good job. And by me, I mean the artist that worked very hard to accomplish that, to even get close to accomplishing that. Now, interestingly, nope, that's not the guy. This is the guy. Throw a firewall over there and take care of that. Take care of that whole noise. Hear this? Wall-E is a motive, and so is his girlfriend. You know, the fancy robot one. You've seen Wall-E. You know what I'm talking about. It's possible to do, but it's not easy to do when you don't see the mouth moving, or you can't make what seems to you to be eye contact with this creature that's representing me on the screen. It can quickly go from visually interesting to dull. And I think the artist did a great job of parsing what I was asking for and why. That's pretty metal looking. They did say to me that if I wanted to come up with a version of my current model that has a different head, nothing else different, just a head, just to be able to have eyes that move around, just to have something else to look at occasionally. He was like, I need you to pay the same price all over again. And then I thought that it was like a language barrier issue. It wasn't. I was like, just so I'm sure you mean to have like just a different head. He was like, yeah, you need to pay the whole thing. Which I get. It's an art form. If it was easy, everybody would do it. Everybody would be known for doing it. I understand. And Awful X, I would constantly talk about lofty goals. I read that part. I've been told on multiple separate occasions. Cheese, don't eat that. Cheese, Jesus Christ, what are you talking about? That's not edible. That's asbestos. We bowl. Do. Help! They're making me shower. This burns my gamer skin. I worked so hard for all that gamer cheese. What the hell?
Main power interrupted. Tether generators are off.
Take me down. I'm ready. I'm ready. Come what may. We could probably make gratuitous use of the grenade launcher on the pulse rifle. 300 ammo is a lot. I wish I could do just the basic napkin math that I was hoping I could accomplish in that moment. I can't. Give me... No, I have too full. I am too full. I am so full that I can't even use any of my health items. I'm just looking around. I'm looking around for snacks. I don't need snacks. I don't even know why it's giving me credits still. It seems a little bit excessive. I could take this power thing and take it upstairs. And there's probably going to be audio logs or some shit. Right now, I'm just concerned with making it through the day. I just want to get through the day. I just want to clock out. Because what that means is we're going to be able to start playing Bloodborne as a mainline game starting on Wednesday, and we'll make that our Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Provided the algorithm doesn't shit its pants. If the algorithm shits its pants, then I will make a course correction. If the metrics, hallowed be its name, seems to do okay, then I'll just play it until it's beaten. I can't guarantee that I'm gonna beat the expansion. I want to play every aspect of Bloodborne. And if I really, really am digging it, then, you know, I'll just deal with the algorithm dying. And just, you know, make some oranges added the juice. Whatever it is I'm trying to say. I'm rapidly burning out. Where is the last battery? Please do not tell me that I have to go upstairs with a battery to get another battery. Do not tell me that. Do not say this to me. I do not accept. I do not collect $200. You're really gonna make me go back upstairs? Oh my god. I have to take it upstairs, dude. Is that really it? Oh, wait a minute. No, I don't. I just have to put it over here. Here it is. I'm supposed to be committing all of my resources. No showering is only gamer weakness. I think you have to go upstairs to the battery to get another battery. No, they just wanted me to commit at all costs. They just want me to remove my only ability to leave, which I respect. I can live playing Bloodborne through you because I don't know how well it plays on emulator. PS4 is a little bit of a struggle for anything but like the most powerful systems. PS3 is definitely runnable, which is great news because there's a lot of PS3 games, namely the Armored Core games that I unfortunately had to sleep on originally that were on the PS3 that I didn't have an opportunity to play. Okay, so I do have to go back up, transport the marker through the junction. Okay. Anti-gravity, Chan. There is no way I'm gonna die here. Right? Okay. We're just gonna go. I know that there are varmints. I know that there are enemies. We're just gonna keep it rolling, keep it moving. I am ready. I am ready. Take me. Loading.
Exiting zero gravity.
I think it would be cool to play through the entirety of Bloodborne, both the expansion and whatnot. But at the same time, Bloodborne is a long game. I don't know you like that. Yes. Then we go around. I know that there are other things that are attacking me. I'm not terribly concerned with that. I just want to make it through the day, dude. Okay, we're getting there though. I'm not taking as much damage as I expected. But Bloodborne is a long game. It's a strenuous game, which is honestly up my alley. Up until Bloodborne itself, we haven't played any of the Dark Souls games or Soulsborne games. We played Armored Core 6, which your mileage may vary if you consider that to be a Soulsborne game or not. I would personally, just in terms of theme alone. But I know that there are people doing big scoffs at that internally, if in no other way. You were like, this is it? You gotta be sure I'm ready to take me. That's what she said, so I got possessed by Michael Scott. That's fine. There are worse people to get possessed by, for sure. PS3 emulator works well, I can confirm. Played Lollipop Chainsaw on it. I think they remade that, right? I don't know if Lollipop Chainsaw is in the cards for me on stream. But it's not necessarily part of my bucket list, but I know that it's had sleeper hit status. I don't think it did commercially very well, as much as it probably deserved to. I do think that there was a game called Samurai Bikini Babes, which my brain is trying to remind me of right now. Which does have like 8,000 sequels, so perhaps there is hope for Lollipop Chainsaw. One aspect that I did forget to mention about the whole goal thing that I have going on at the top of the screen is that those figures are in halves. It is gonna be, unless something significantly changes in my mental, it's gonna be 50-50. So if 400 subs happen to the channel and Twitch takes its, extremely well-deserved cut so that Mr. Bezos can afford his 50th yacht and gets to go to space for fun, very important things that are important to any self-respecting Twitch streamer. After his cut, the expenditure would be 50% what's put into the channel by viewers, and 50% coming from me directly. So it's kind of like we're halfway contributing towards whatever the given goal is. Which is kind of like stocks. I hesitated to say buy Stoic NFTs. Gross. Gross. That was a gross thing I just said to you. Disgusting. You know that whole thing where I said that if I ever think too highly of myself, please put me down? If I ever say to you, honestly, even if it's in jest ever again, buy my NFTs, just put me down. Because that spells trouble for me psychologically. I'm sorry this happened to you. I'm sorry I had to put you to the torch. I know it's not your fault, Jimothy, that this is how this all went down. It's succeeding to make me feel a little bit bad because these guys are not any kind of threat to me whatsoever. So it's just like, man, this is a real hackadoodle of a situation, isn't it? Kind of like stocks. All right, boys, take the shot. Honestly, yeah, that's how I felt toward myself as the words were leaving my lips. Or in the case of my muddle, my eyes. Repop, the Master of 2012 game, will be released. Oh, they are making a remaster? I'll pick that up. That sounds good to me. I hate these things. Like, they're not difficult. They're just big. But they explode into a bunch of little itty-bitty baby things. It's just gross. It's just gross. They just explode into Lost Plagas. It's just nasty. True, why even stream if Bezos isn't gonna go to space? Because it made me feel good when he came back, from being in space and all that, and he was like, we did it. He was basically like, imagine that the Amazon warehouse staff were chat, and him going, we did it, chat. We went to space. We did this. Fuck it, just end it, dude. Just put me in the ground if I ever get to be like that. I'm asking you. I'm begging. I'm pleading. I'm coping. I'm molding. I'm seething. I have so much line gun ammo, man. This is why I don't respect the plasma cutter. Just because the line gun is just so much better. It has the wide beam and all that. Who gives a shit if it's not able to shoot vertically? It's never mattered. Like, the only time that shooting vertically matters is if you're fighting Jerry. The scorpion tail thing. If you're fighting Jerry, it doesn't matter. Or if you're not fighting Jerry. Even if you fight Jerry, it doesn't matter. Because the line gun is going to do damage to both of the arms The beam is wide enough that it's gonna hit both of the arms and do damage as it's passing through Jerry. So I got stuff to make my lunches and dinners, to take a library, and I need utensils, so I brought home some cinnamon roll utensils. A man, they didn't tell me that they're so small. Can you, if you have the opportunity to and the wherewithal, can you tell me what you mean by cinnamon roll utensils? Because when I read that, I imagine that you mean a type of implement with which specifically to interact with cinnamon rolls. In the same way that you go to like a fancy dinner, because we all do that, right? And you have like 800,000 different forks and knives. And you know, you have like a spoon knife. You have like a soup knife. What is this? That's another Gutman. Contact laser is just so good. You have like a soup knife. You have like a chicken wing knife. You have like a soul knife with which to cleave the souls from your enemies at the dinner table. Do you see the goop ball? Do you see the goop ball? I don't see the goop ball. And I have no anti-gravity. Where's the goop ball? I know it's here. They wouldn't put me in this situation unless there was a goop ball with which to interact. Hold on, where's your Discord? I need to show you how fucking small this fork is. It's gotta be small if it's supposed to deal with the cinnamon rolls specifically. I don't see the ball. The ball is not on my screen. Am I an idiot? Maybe if I go all the way to the left, I can see the ball. The ball is hidden to me. Look, everyone, we did it. We got me $200 billion. You should be all proud of your accomplishments. Jeff Bezos, the leader of man. He gets it. Wait a minute. I triggered vibration. Oh, it's right here. Here is the ball. Do you see the ball? Contact laser is so fucking OP, dude. I regret not touching the... Wait, did that change nothing? What did that change? Did that really change nothing, or did it unblock another ball? Can I see another ball now? I hate this. Gameplay, baby. Where's the ball? Come on. It didn't even open like another route. It just it spawned enemies and that's it. Is that what we're doing here? Streamer blind. My blind streamer. In your Discord. What chat? Any chat is fine. Maymay chat is also good. I'll take a look as soon as I get into like a cutscene or something. Something cutscene adjacent. Is the ball over here? Is the ball behind the marker? I beg of thee. Also, thank you, Hopeless, for exclamation point discording. That's very helpful. There's the ball. There it is. There it is. Man, I've been really sleeping on the firewall here when I really shouldn't. Something that I didn't expect is that when the monsters are next to the marker, it has like a pseudo slowing down effect. If anything, I would think that the marker would make them stronger, which just goes to show how little about the lore I actually know. I'm gonna look at the Discord now. Let us check it out. Pending Pixel Puma. I'm assuming that's you. Or it's going to be somebody that in about 2 seconds is going to tell me like, hey, I see that you're a streamer. And I am an artist and would be liking you for sending you a discounted rate for overlay and or animation services. And I think I just accepted their friend request of somebody that was exactly like that. F. It's such a baby fork. What the fuck? It's so little. What the shit? It's cute though. I'm gonna give it a little let's go. And then I'm gonna reply to it. I'm gonna do my little new dancing emoji. Emote, whatever the fuck, whatever we're calling it. Thank you for showing me that. It do be a very small fork.
Please, Isaac, the hive mind is coming. You have to make us whole.
The hive mind is coming, and so am I. You have to make... Yeah, like I'm gonna read that, dude. I ain't gonna have time to read all that, dude. Like, look at this. There's stuff behind me. I literally have no chance. Okay, we're just gonna start slamming. Oh, it's just a fucking little baby behind me. There's this little baby. I don't think I even necessarily need to be killing this thing. I do want to be killing this stuff for like the Cheez-Its packages and stuff that come out of it. But I am very glad that I opted to buy the 8,000 medkits over like a 5% defensive upgrade. I think in the grand scheme of things, that's going to serve us a lot better, considering that we've already gone through half of what I bought. Something to that effect. All right, now we need to let it through. I'm going to start using the line gun. Let's start using the line gun. Not that. The contact laser is too easy. That's what I'm saying. It's such a small fork. And where did you say you got it? At like Small Forks R Us? Which you think would not do well because of its hyper-specific niche application, but... You know? Everybody's got to use for something. Stop. Stop. Your face when you're dealing with chat and they come up to you and they're like, I want to ask you about your car's extended warranty. It's enough of the boss tracks, enough of the boss arenas, enough of the enemy arenas. I am here to kill God. I would like to kill God now, please. We're basically right there. Spoilers, we're basically like right here. Oh my god. I actually bought baby utensils, but if it ain't broke, ain't fix it. I mean, it's still fork stuff, right? It can still give somebody a good forking. Lamau, no. On the Sanrio website, they sell bento box utensil sets, which is what it's from. Oh my god, I picked up a grab. Hold on, let me send a pic. This fucking fork. This might have been simpler to see in the old version. There's a store in New York called Rich to Riches, and all it sells is rice pudding. How expensive is the rice pudding at this place that you're describing to me? I don't feel like I want to know, and if I have to ask, it's probably too expensive. Oh my god! You guys enjoying this flashbang? I have my brightness set to max, and I basically just flashbang myself looking at that. Oh man, back when we used to mainline Final Fantasy XI as a rule on this channel, there was a place in Final Fantasy XI called Valkyrie Dunes, and rest in peace any living soul that had their HDR on and their brightness to max. You know, when it makes the whites whiter and the blacks blacker, and you just eviscerate your corneas. Loader activated. I'm ready. I'm ready to give my wife the load. Come on. Oh, no, I have to go in here to give her the load. Understood. Say less, queen. Depends if you buy wholesale or go there to buy it. I'm not really like a rice pudding kind of guy. Although I think that what I'm thinking of is not rice pudding. I think I'm thinking of tapioca pudding.
There's no fixing this.
Oh my god, no, don't kill my not dead girlfriend. Don't do it. No.
I gave you a chance to come around, Isaac. But if you still won't see it,
Don't you do it. Look how fucking...
this time, watch to the end.
Look at that shitty grin my not dead wife has.
Isaac, it's me. I wish I could talk to you. I'm sorry.
Again.
I'm sorry about everything.
While this very pivotal emotional moment is going on, let me sell you some stuff. So I have a sponsorship for the next couple to a few weeks with Factor. Factor is a meal delivery service. I'm sure you've heard of it. If you set up a new account, get your first order, it ships out to you. If you decide if it's your thing, great. If not, you can always just cancel it. There's no late fees or breaking contract or anything like that. $40 for 6 meals, or about $6.66 per. Don't read into that. And it helps me out a ton. It's basically like injecting like 15 subscriptions into the chat all at once for around $40.
But I had a different prayer.
Ultimately, I'm just glad you're here. I just have to say the thing. The code and the link is in my description, is in the About Me section, is being spammed by my bot, is on screen. Can't miss it. And the food is actually good. I would never try to sell you something unless I personally vouch for it. Or pause champ. Category 5, caramel, bean bun, banana, coconut, sex, drugs, and rocky road, gelatin, nutty, old-fashioned romance, man-made mascarpone, hazelnut, chocolate, bear hug, nut soy, fluent in French toast, coconut, coma, coast to coast, cheesecake, the edge of rum, raisin, chocolate chip, flirt, soy, butterscotch, boulevard, Oreo, gasm, gluten, death, taxes, and espresso with chocolate chip, soy, raspberry, statement, I got the panna cotta, cinnamon, sling the corners of cookie and cream. Say that 10 times fast. Okay, let me check this. It's such a little, look at the little grape. It's just a baby. It's just a baby fork. It's literally trying its best. Oh, is she dead? What is happening right now? Ness, explain this. She's Elizabeth Cross, the person from hydroponics. You both saw what the marker wanted you to see. Jacob Temple for her, and Nicole for you. Is Kirsten Dunst dead? First of all, +1. Second of all, I think so. Possible spoilers for what is technically like a 7-8-year-old game. I think she's always been dead. I don't think she's real, actually. I think that the story point is that it was like implanted memories, but she never actually, sorry, I didn't mean to teabag my microphone there for a second. You're not dead, but sort of dead ghost wife was kind of encouraged you to find the marker, which is like an alien art. Oh no, the random lady from the ship. Oh god. Anyways, like I was saying, you're being led to the marker because you're also having some kind of connection with it, because you may be some kind of like inverse chosen one, and that you have to engage in coitus with like a giant goop monster at the center of the planet, something like that. It's that old song and dance. You've seen it 100 times before. What up, Stoic? Hey, 3 Rock. Thank you for shouting out 3 Rock. Greatly appreciate it. It's okay. Tea after 12 noon shouldn't disturb my sleep too much. Good. Resting up for tomorrow. What is tomorrow? You may have told me. If you have told me what tomorrow is, I beg and plead for your forgiveness. Show mercy on my soul. I have a few different things going on at the moment. Oh my god, I picked up a grape. My wife's alien Ussie is lagging, shaking my head. Why does she have such a low ping? That's what I'm saying. She always tries to talk to me through 144p, like early YouTube videos. Like, let's just have a conversation. Stop trying to talk to me through 144p. You know? At some point, it does become rude. All right, we're getting boss roomed at the moment. We have infinite, truly staggering amounts of ammo of every description, except for maybe the contact laser. But even then, it's still giving us credits. Is it gonna give me shop too? I think it's semi-randomly generated what types of resources that you get, so getting credits occasionally makes sense, but it's like, it truly is the end of the game. I haven't said the words yet to make the number go up, so I'm going to say them now. If you've enjoyed this a little bit, following helps me in a huge way. It's free, and it puts a smile on my face. If you enjoy this a lot, consider subscribing, not necessarily now. At some point in the future, if you have the means to do so. If you don't, then don't worry about it. I'm just glad that you're here. Okay, so it did give me a store. Very good. Am I going to buy anything but more med packs? Probably not. Probably not. Just so I can brute force a video game. Thank you so much for the shouties. You're sweet to me. And I have not submerged you in compliments yet today, Ness, but you deserve to be. You deserve to be sweet too, for sure. I don't think you were here for this, but I did call you a grade A piece of personality meat, which I heaven, you know, heaven above, earth below. Please forgive me. Sometimes I just let what happens in my brain kind of like pass through out of my mouth without really doing any kind of like checks or balances on it. And that was up there for sure. How are you doing, 3 Rock? If you're up to it, 3 Rock. And if you're not, don't worry about it. Just have me on your fun screen and ignore me. You were doing a Skyrim Agent 47 RP hit list thing. I'm understanding that you are probably going after truly killable NPCs in Skyrim, trying to identify where they are and just going out to kill them. Is that right? Or you're trying to kill them in an interesting way. That's a very novel idea. Okay, here's the goop monster that I meant to get ready for the sensor bar, because I'm gonna fuck this thing. I'm gonna do it, man. I'm gonna get in there. I'm gonna get in there. My wife's undead, but not the alien. A live alien Ussie speaks to me. Real, not clickbait. Episode 5. She was the second video on YouTube after my day at the zoo. Oh no! Look at all. Are you kidding me? Look at all these goodie boxes. What is this? The game designers have to have more respect for me than that. I'm playing on hard. Why are there 8,000 goodie boxes here? Why aren't there like 8,000 goodie boxes, dude? It really does. I don't need this. It would basically be like if I was playing Resident Evil 4 and right at the final boss they gave me like 8,000 RPG ammo, like rockets. Why? I promise you I am not brain dead. I assure you I am not. These are gonna explode. These are bad. I should not be here. We can brute force this, which is also enabled. I'm being enabled right now because of the aforementioned 8,000 goodie boxes that are on the ground. Wow, I'm actually out of ammo for once. That's shocking. Can I? No, stasis is not a thing. Understood. Okay, you're dead now, right? Like you're dead. No, there's another phase. It's a Final Fantasy boss. There it is. There it is. I'll look at chat in a moment. There's only a little bit going on. I'll be with you. You will be rizzed in the order in which you were received. I would like my ammo back, please. Am I really out of ammo on that? Wow. It's actually shocking. Maybe they gave me all the goodies for a reason. Probably. Maybe. I do. It's taking me back a little bit. It is taking me back to a time when I had every resource in the whole planet fighting this thing pretty much exactly. It's infinitely more high resolution. It's like 4K. It's a 4K resolution goop monster. There it is. There you go. Now that is not safe for work. You gonna slap me? Okay, and then you move to the right. And then he moved to the left. And then you're angry at me. This is that I just no. No. Do I have contact beam rounds now? Ew, it's gooping, dude. I confirm you did say that. I assume you spent all the coins on shooting good, not healing good. Can I opt out of the rizzing, please? No, unfortunately, there's a no opt out. You accepted it in the contract that you unknowingly entered into. You know, the same one that said that I could keep track of you via the chip. You thought it was a mosquito bite? It's not. Sorry about it. It's error denying me. We move right. We move to the left. Is there anything else I could be talking about during this sequence? Come on. Show me the goop. Come on. Come on. There it is. There it is, dude. So something, I upgraded my OBS to some experimental version. I've had it on the experimental version for some time. And the reason why I've had it on the experimental version is because it is the only way that my broadcasting software is going to allow me to have full-size docks, which matters to me because I do not have a monitor that is wide or tall enough for me to make sure that I'm keeping track of everything on chat, because while we are still small in terms of general streamer status, when chat is firing on all cylinders, it is sometimes things do not get lost, or sometimes things do get lost if I'm not quick enough. And I want to be able to just have as much chat real estate so I can catch up. And I don't mean the condiment. And the unfortunate side effect of being on the experimental update of OBS is that it's experimental. Who'da thunk it? So now I'm on whatever has been upgraded. I've traded for the opportunity to have OBS just crash whenever I try to delete something. Which is not great. Excuse me. Okay. We don't use that weapon anymore. We have found the weakness. I don't know if I'm necessarily going to be able to get away with a line gun or the flamethrower. I don't think the only thing that I'd be able to accomplish with the flamethrower is maybe shooting like a firewall canister at it, but I don't know how it's going to interact with its various polygons and whatnot. My mom didn't sign my permission slip. F's in chat, but my permission slip is unsigned. I've seen people have a separate laptop up beside them that just has chat open. I do have a dab in case of emergencies type laptop that's next to me to make sure that if there's any issues, perceived or otherwise, with the stream, that I can double check to make sure that things are okay. Really? Okay. Did we do it? Did we do it? Did we do it? Again, no real filter. All good. I've been using this name for 20 years almost. Sorry for butchering your name and not knowing shit about most games. Very much appreciate you stopping in. The faces are ironically never final, nor the bosses evidently. I mean, it is if you stop playing them after. I'm off for bed. Good night, Stoic. Thank you so much for being here, Tia. Greatly appreciate it. Good night. What is that? It is a goop monster that may or may not be intrinsically linked to the spirit of my dead ass wife. Just to really put a pin in it. Just to really make it crystal clear what you're experiencing in real time. Dream of retro games and or kittens, probably both. Haha, sweet dreams. How sweet of OBS, yeah. I did at one point experience like the little preview window that I have on my right side. I did have it once where just randomly, based off of nothing, no clear decision or choice on my part, would just make the preview turn white, and there was nothing that I could do about it. I would just lose visibility over what was happening. And I rolled back the update because it was the same update that introduced the types of docks that go from all the way to the top of the screen to the bottom, which is what I rely on a lot for chat. I love looking at it. I love full-size docks. I can't go back to not full-size docks. I don't even remember what it looks like, to be honest with you. Dead Space, we've completed it!
For the future.
Who's your daddy?
And we're going hard.
My dog is fine. There's just stuff going on outside. Oh, I know, baby. It's illegal, whatever's happening out there. Oh my god, we did it. Alpha Goop Lord, also my street name. Mine too. Oh my god. We should hang out. Oh my god, I'm also an Alpha Goop Street Lord. I wish I could just talk to someone. Oh no, she's dead. I think if you completed the game on impossible mode, which is what we were originally going to do, before I die to an environmental object, because I went the opposite way than the game designers intended, that you would see a different stream or different scene. You would see a different scene there. The original Dead Space had Nicole leaning over you, half and half sultry, and the other half being like, I'm gonna suck out your soul, but not in the fun way. And then she would say, "Make us whole again," and then her mouth would go super wide, and there would be like a like a strobe light effect coming out of her eyeballs and her mouth. That did not happen there. They took the she's just like a Zambino route. Maybe you see an expanded scene if you were to complete it on possible mode. I don't know. That's just what I heard. I'm gonna go look it up. I ain't beating this on impossible mode. I ain't risking going all the way back, doing all this shit, doing that giant boss gauntlet at the end, just so I could see whether Nicole is actually like a brunette instead of a blonde. I ain't doing it. I say no. Yay, good job. Thank you. Alpha Goop Lords gotta stick together. This has been fun. If I had to put a final rating on it, now that I finally beat it, after about 8,000 years, I would say 8 out of 10. The original Dead Space, maybe like an 8.5 out of 10. I feel like the original Dead Space arguably respected your time a little bit more. But that said, like I think that there was a little bit more filler here, which may have been with good intentions. I think that the filler here was because they were trying to add more story about Shen and maybe filling out a little bit more background about Nicole, your dead-ass zombie girlfriend. But no, I don't care about Shen. I don't know why they put so much... I don't know why they put so much sauce on Shen. If you don't know who Shen is, again, exactly. That's exactly what I mean. Nobody cares. Nobody cares about Shen. I don't know if Shen was like the Shen in the game was maybe like a developer, like he's like a developer put himself in the game, and they're like, well, one of us is in the game, we got to make him like a focal point. Shen mentioned Pog. #1 Shen t-shirt, whipping out the foam fingers that they say Shen on each glove. Oh my god. But it was good. It was a good time. Maybe if I wasn't so disrespectfully narrating over all the things that were happening, I might have formed a more natural emotional connection with what was happening on screen and possibly Shen. I think my dog sees a cat outside or something. But then again, I don't think so. If there was something happening on screen that was really grabbing me, I would have made myself shut up instead of, you know, just delivering onto you the irrepressible font of word salad that I normally give you on a daily basis. But it was good. Would I recommend it to people? Absolutely. It is on sale. I happen to notice that for $24 on Steam. You can also play it on Game Pass. I don't think you need any particular version in order to get it through Game Pass. So you're typically looking at like an entry fee, so to speak, unless you're playing on Xbox, of about $10, which for $10, this is good, especially if you have not experienced it for the first time. And if you haven't and you're interested, why did you spoil yourself by watching me? But thank you. Thank you for that. Let me go look up something. We're just watching the credits anyway. Twitch.tv/brostoic. Let us take a look here and see who I can rate you guys out to. Normal preface at this stage. If you enjoyed this, consider following. If you enjoyed this a lot, consider subscribing. Who can we rate you guys out to? I haven't had a ton of experience with Fierce Mama OG. I know her from other streamers. Seeing her interact with chat. Seems like a perfectly nice person. We're going to send a bunch of people her way. Next stream that we're going to be doing is going to be on Wednesday. We're going to be playing Bloodborne. Because I finally fixed my capture card issues. So now when I hit an enemy, you hear the sound of me hitting an enemy. What a fucking novel idea. Now Baby Fork is helping me enjoy my leftover itabaki and ramen. Or tteokbokki. I'm not familiar with what that is, but I'm sure I'll find out after the fact. I know that we're technically ending about half an hour earlier than normal, but I'd rather do that than just have you sit on a screen. I don't have enough time to start anything else, and I'm not going to let you go through another round of ads when I can avoid that. So I'm going to raid you guys out to Fierce Mama. I will see you guys on Wednesday for Bloodborne. Thank you so much. Fierce Mama OG. Thanks for the stream, Stoic. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you guys tremendously. Goodbye, bye, bye. Have a good one. Bye. See you on Wednesday. Bye, 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 bye. Bye, bye, bye. Bye.